Hey everybody, welcome back to day 2 of going sober for the whole month of January, and also testing a new non-alcoholic beer, or I've got a few non-alcoholic gins as well. We're going to do at least one each day. I'm going to try and keep this video a little shorter than the last one. So today we are testing the Shawbridge Sans Limite. Pardon my French if I'm pronouncing that poor. I think we're basically saying it means without limit. This is their Hazy IPA. Checked out their website. They're just a little bit, they're from Quebec, just a little bit north of Montreal. Looks like a cool operation. They've got, they make regular beers. They've got 4 non-alcoholic beers. They've got a golden ale, a hazy IPA, a wheat beer, and a red ale. So that's kind of cool. They've got a little bit of selection. Also looks like they've got restaurant, do wood-fired pizza, different things like that. So it looks like it's kind of a cool place. Maybe check it out if you're in the area. I'm obviously out west and won't be. So let's just get going to it right away. Hold that up to the light over here. Definitely nice hazy IPA, kind of a light, maybe apricot color. Fairly thin head on it that's dissipating rather quickly. Oh, really nice tropical fruit smells. It's fairly strong smell. I'll just see what we've got here. Ingredients wise, water, barley, oats, hops, and natural flavors. Not sure. That could be potentially some added fruit flavor, or trying to emulate that hazy IPA thing. I'm not too concerned about it being purist, of it only being hops that are adding the fruit flavors, because it's fake beer in the first place. See if we get any other details on here. 110 calories. That's quite a bit more than the last one we tried, although this is a 473 ml can. And hops used, we've got Citra, Magnum, and Mosaic, and it lists an IBU of 35. So it's nice that they give you a little bit of information about it. Yeah, it's definitely a juicy style hazy IPA. Hits of orange. There's some other sort of tropical fruit I can't quite describe. Maybe not quite pineapple, but yeah, definitely a very fruity style hazy IPA. Not a lot of hops coming through. There's not a lot of bitterness balancing out the fruit. Definitely a summer beer. Peach, I would say, yeah. Kind of a bit of orange and a bit of peach. Like, there's a lot of sweetness to it. Almost too much. That is often, from what I've heard, I haven't tried a lot of those sort of more East Coast hazy IPAs. I have heard they tend to be very juicy, a little bit on the sweet side, very fruit forward. And I'm really not catching much of any hops in there. I would almost call this, like, I can taste the barley, like it tastes like beer still. It's not a fruity, like gin smash type drink, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a candy fruit sort of taste. It's still, subtle with the beer. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Very refreshing. Not a lot of aftertaste. There's no other notes that sort of open up after you you swallow it. Also has a very thin mouthfeel. And I find that's typical of a lot of non-alcoholic beers. It's difficult, I think, without the presence of that alcohol to get that sort of full-bodied mouthfeel. I don't remember how much this one was. I got this off of, I think it was upsidedrinks.ca. I don't, it's decent. I would, you know, if somebody offered it, I would certainly drink it. I would enjoy it. I don't know that I would go out and buy it again if I had my choice, because it wasn't an easy one. You know, I had to order it online, and took a while to get here and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I would give that, let's say I would give that about a 7, call it a 7.2. Well, I was thinking with my first one, I gave it an 8, and really you have to leave room for other ones that are amazing or subpar or whatever, so I changed it to a 7.5. But anyways, this one we'll give it a 7.2. So not quite as good as the Sober Carpenter, although a different style entirely too. But yeah, so that's our beer for day 2. The Shawbridge Sans Limité Hazy IPA. Give it a 7.2. Very fruity forward summer beer. Could definitely sit back and drink a lot of these on a hot day. Sorry, I just had to come back and do a little more on this one. So after I stopped recording, I poured out the rest of the beer, and there was a fair amount of, not sediment, but more of the haze. Like, well, sediment, yeah, I guess sediment in the bottom of the can. And it had a lot more complexity to the flavors. So definitely peach was what I was catching before, because I get a lot of stone fruit, like the peach stone flavors out of this. So a little less sweet and a little more complex after I got the full beer in there. So maybe something to think about if you've got a smaller glass like this. Reach for a bigger one so you can get the full can in, get the whole thing mixed in. I think I'm going to upgrade it to a 7.5 after that. So good solid beer. Still a good summer drinker though. Anyways, thanks very much for tuning in, and we will see you again tomorrow.